Hello everyone. Today our topic is class and object-oriented programming. First of all, I want to explain what is class and what is object. Then I want to explain from here one example, and I want to do one code from here. I want to complete this one, and you will do others. After you finish all of them, you go to practice, and from practice you will see here and go down a little bit and you will see objects level 1. So you should do the getting the width. Okay, so in this lesson you should do all these things. Alright, so first let me explain what is class and what is object. So first I want to explain object. Object is something that has state and behavior. Okay, I will explain what is state and what's behavior. And class is the template for creating object. Okay, so it is template. Class is a template for creating object. Object is something that has state and behavior. Okay, so I want to explain another example. Okay, let's say that we have car class. So this is template. So template should have information. We want to create the many cars, so we will call them object. So let's write here the template of that car class. So for example, car should have the door, right? Door, and should have motor, and should have wheels. Alright, doors, motor, and wheels. So this is our template. So all cars should have doors, motor, and wheels. So but door can be 2 doors, can be 5 doors, 4 doors. Motor can be normal motor or electric motor. So wheels, the size of wheels can be different. We didn't write the information, we just write the template. So this is template of car. So let's talk about object. We have car class. We're going to create another objects, car objects. So let's say that we have BMW car. Okay, and this car has, for example, 4 doors and 1 motor, and for example 15-inch wheels. Let's say inch wheels. Okay, so this is my BMW car. Let's say we have Subaru car. So Subaru car has 2 doors. Okay, 4 door again, 4 doors. So let's say that we have 2 motors. One motor is normal motor, second one is electric motor, so hybrid, say 2 motor. Okay, and let's say that the wheels are 14-inch wheels. Okay, so you can see from here we have 2 different objects, BMW object and Subaru object. So both of them is car, right? So both of them is car. So we say that car is the class, BMW and Subaru is object. So object has similar template, right? Same template. Should have door, motor, and wheels. So these are similar stuff. So BMW has to have these doors. Subaru also should have these doors, motors, and wheels. But the information is different. The data is different. So we have 4 doors, 1 motor, 15-inch. The Subaru has 4 doors, 2 motor, and 14-inch. Okay, so you can see that the object have a state. So this we call state. State is the data, different data, BMW data and Subaru's data. So these are data. So what is behavior? So behavior is, this is different car, BMW car, this is Subaru car. Okay, so these are behavior, they are behaving differently. Okay, for example, two motors is faster than, for example, BMW is slower than Subaru, for example. So their behavior is this. Okay, so this is an example. Okay, let's come back to our code HS. So first of all, I want to explain the rectangle class. This is written code. I want to explain this first, how to write a object, how to write the class, and I will do this example for you. Okay, so here let's see first. All right, let's resize our screen. All right, we have here the run, then we have here rectangle. So test rectangle tester.java file, rectangle.java file. We have two different files. So our class is this rectangle class. We have rectangle class. So rectangle template is width and height. Okay, so every rectangle has width and height, right? So similar. So we have the variables here. So get area, get height, get width, and toString. So these are all methods inside the class. So rectangle class has get area method, get height method, get width method, and toString method. So these are their behavior of rectangle. So we can use get area method from this rectangle. If you want, we just only use the get width method. If you want to use only rectangle class method, so we call that toString method. So we're using all information or some information about the rectangle and connect each other and return to our object. Okay, let's come back with rectangle tester. So how to write a class and object? So we see here our class name is rectangle, or we can come here and we can see its first character is capitalized, you can see. So we should write same name to write a class. So for writing class, we just write class name here, and we want to create our object. So how can we create our object? So we can have different object, right? So we have seen here, we have different objects, but we have one class for this car. Okay, so here we have rectangle, so we can have many rectangle objects. All right, so let's see how it's created. It's write a rect. So this is like a variable name. Okay, we can write any name here. So rectangle should be same with this class name. All right, so we write the class name, we write our object name, and equal new again class name, and it is data. So this object data is this. All right, so this is state. Okay, object state is this. So what is this object behavior? This object behavior is, you can see from here, rectangle get area is this rectangle behavior. Okay, so get area, we have used here get area method from that class, and we have used rectangle get height method inside from this rectangle class. Okay, so this is the behavior of this rect object. All right, so when we write only our object name, so this is our object name, we will see this information, toString information. What is this information? The rectangle width is width information, and height is height information. So we use that value. This value is coming here first, then come to here and come to here. So we connect each other this information and show like inside here. So let's see what we're going to see. If we call object get area object name is rect.getArea, we will see here getArea method is here inside this class. So we will see width multiply height. So this is returning to our run. So we will see that information. 10 multiplied 3 is 10 times 3 is 30. So area become 30. And get height is this width, this height. So we will see here 3. Okay, let's see when we click the run. And we will see rectangle width is 10 and height is 3. So area of rectangle is 30. The height of rectangle is 3. So here we see this text. This text is coming from the class we produce here, but this text, the area of rectangle, we write here. Okay, this is not coming from class, we write here only. We just call here the getArea method, rectangle getArea method, rectangle get_height method. Okay, so okay, let's create another object. So how can we write an object? We write first the class name rectangle, and let's write myRect. Okay, this is my object name, is myRect is equal new rectangle again, the class name rectangle, and the data is different. Let's write 5 and 4. Okay, semicolon. So we have created here another object. So we have same class, rectangle class. You can see we have two same class, but we have different objects like BMW and Subaru. Okay, so they are cars, but BMW is different car, so Subaru is different car. So rect is different rectangle, myRect is different rectangle. All right, so they have different data. So I want to write here, I want to see information about my object. So I'm writing, let's copy this, Control C, Control V. So I'm writing my object name. So my object name is myRect. So I copy this and paste here. So when I run it, what I'm going to see? I am going to see, guys, let's come to class. Rectangle width is first information was what? Which data I have sent here? I have sent 5 and 4. Okay, so rectangle width is 5 and height is 4. So I will see that information. Okay, let's run it. Run. Okay, you can see 5 rectangle 5 and height 4. So this is different object. So these are rectangle objects, but different behaviors. So let's use another behavior of my rectangle. I want to see array of my object name objects. Let's copy this and let's see all my screen and paste here the array of rectangle. This let's say, or the object name myRect is the object name, right? myRect dot get area. So it will take this 5 and 4, multiply and turning to my run again and see how it's working. Run the method. Okay, you can see it multiply 4 and 5, and right here the rectangle myRect is 20. The area of the rectangle myRect is 20. Alright, so I created another object here. So okay, so let's come back here. So I told that I want to write first program for you, so then you're going to write others. And let's open this one. Alright, so what is asking us? Alright, all right, so let's see the question. Show exercise. So using the rectangle class, we're going to use again the rectangle class for writing this program. This program makes use the rectangle of the rectangle class from the previous example. It contains two files, rectangle Java, rectangle tester Java. Okay, so you should add to rectangle tester Java to create a rectangle with a width 5 and height is 12 and print out the object. So it's asking us to write the object, not the other methods. For example, rectangle get area or rectangle height or width. Okay, so what should we do? We should write first our object. So how can we create object? We should write our class name first. So let's see which classes we have. We have rectangle class again. Okay, rectangle. Okay, or object name is for example, let's say my rect1 this time. Okay, so equal again class name rectangle and the data, the specific data it is asking us to write. So it's 5 and 12 and semicolon, and then print out. So how we printing out? We write system.out.println and writing our object. What is our object? My rect1. This is our object. I'm copying it and pasting here and semicolon and run. Let's see it is working or not. So we should see the two string methods information here. Okay, come on. Yeah, we have problems. So what we forget here? We forget here write new. All right. So we should create rectangle myrect equal new rectangle. All right. Then it is working now. So we create my rectangle object. So this data rectangle width is 5 and height is 12, and check if it is correct or not. So all of them is correct. So let's understand the writing style of the object. So I want to give you an example. So when we're writing, for example, integer variable, what we're writing integer and, for example, number 1, right? And we say is equal, for example, 5. So inside number 1 we have 5 data. So it is what kind of information? It is integer information. Okay. So when we're writing, for example, string, we're writing string, my string, for example, my string, and we say equal, for example, support. So this is for another variable. When I'm writing another number variable, for example, we're writing again integer, this time number 2, it is equal, for example, 10. You can see here, so this number 1 and number 2 is integer variable, but information is different. When we're writing the class, also we're writing, let's say, this rectangle like integer. Okay, so this is the name of our object, so it is name of our variable, and this is 5 for integer number, so this is 5 and 12 is for object data. Okay, this has similarities. Okay, so you can understand from here. So when we're writing object, when we want to write object, we're using rectangle. We're writing rectangle class name, then our object name. So object name can be different. All right, these are different. Like number 1 is different, number 2 is different variables, but both of them is integer. Okay. So let's see, for example, I want to see also area of my my rect1 object, because I have a class, so I can produce different information with this class. I want to create get area, so that time I want to use this get area method. So I come back tester and write here what system.out.println, and our object name is my rect1 dot my method name is get area, then semicolon and run. Then you will see only get array information, because I didn't write here in the text. If you want to write here in text, for example, you can use quotes, okay, and plus quotes inside clause, the area of my rect is this my rect.get area. Okay, so you can add this text here, because here when you're producing the area get area, we didn't add here any text. We should add here, so that time we will see the area of my rect is 60. Alright, so this question didn't ask us to write this object, okay, just write it's asking us to write object only, not get area object, get area method, sorry. So we write it and it is working. So you should now complete the others. After that, when you finish this, you should go to practice, and inside practice you should go to object level 1 and write the getting width example. So complete this. Okay, for today that's all. See you next time.